Hey guys, looking live here. We're gonna take care of business now.
It's week 1 of the 2025 season.
So
We've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders.
all right, we got the Chiefs right now on opening week. So we got pleasure to beat these guys' asses. Let's go.
With all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
Okay.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. 3rd down and 10. Geno now to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
All right.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
All right. All right, go.
Smith. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
All right.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Chris Jones on the stop. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. At the 46-yard line. Here's Smith. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The home-standing Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
All right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now Geno. This is caught. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's That's good for 28 yards.
Okay, it's a little adjustment. I had to try a new thing.
Here as it's 1st and goal. Smith throwing again.
All right, we got it. Here, let's go.
Brock Bowers, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself.
Trying to be
no
physical.
reason to wait. Go ahead and put.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a give up the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 98 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to
Okay, we got it. All right.
He is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's a 1-yard.
Right now we're dealing with injuries right now, so I'm good. I just want to know how your day. Look at that run. Touchdown, Raiders. Let's go.
It would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him.
I know you're about.
And he delivered.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Going for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A chance to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To the air again, Smith. And he is in. Touchdown.
All right, we're going.
Brock Bowers.
Oh, we got.
Catches 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators. Enjoying
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2 points.
All right, we got for 2, so we had to go for 2.
Is a big target the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Ooh, wow.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
All right.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 110 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. First and 10 at the 50-yard line. Play action. It's Smith.
Oh, he dropped it.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver.
All right.
But they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now they face the 3rd and 10.
I'm going out fly. I'm trying.
Completions. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now. They'll boot it away from about his 35.
Ah, crap.
Now this is going to carry well. Raider offense set to get this drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now Smith. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
From the gun, here's Smith.
Ah, crap.
A rifles one that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Gino. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. To throw is Smith. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Smith. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll sneak it with Smith. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the 1st down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right? Why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 155 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Here's Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
Yeah. All right.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And
Oh,
he's going
got
to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down
Time to
the
run.
doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about...
And he's in. Touchdown.
Ooh, okay.
Geno Smith with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter. Here we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Geno's going to throw. And this is caught.
All right, we're going for 2.
The lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he
What?
touchdown Las Vegas. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through.
We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Smith's going to throw it.
Ah.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. That's now 10 catches for him in the ball game.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. This ball.
I'm not losing this.
It's week 1 of the National.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely.
Nope, decline now.
Territory. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he is in. Touchdown.
All right.
Taking it in from 11 yards out.
All right.
And the Raiders
All right,
have
good.
answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. And that caps off what was really a bet. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll try the air now with Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
We'll call that a punt of 50. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To throw is Smith. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And a quick throw here that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, here we go. Let's go.
Touchdown Raiders.
Let's go.
KJ Hamler, 33 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. The production sensational here early on. That last catch going to put him up over 100 yards receiving already in this first half of play. Here's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Play action. It's Smith. And that's good.
All right, let's go.
Touchdown.
Let's go.
Trey Tucker from 17 yards out. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 66 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. No returning this one. It sails out of... The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. In that 1 o'clock time frame, a lot to choose from. But let's highlight the game in Philadelphia. A big one for the Eagles as they get set to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent 27-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Throwing is Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he
all right, we need that one. Let's go.
Las Vegas. A great effort there. 73 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And he showcased his... They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to push his way forward some for a gain gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Off of play action, here's Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Fielded at the 20. So a change of possession. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Right back to him on first down. 88 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 4. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught.
All right, let's go.
A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed. And look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half.
All right.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And shedding through the tackle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, they'll run it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space.
All right.
Maybe too far for your
Okay, we're gonna win.
kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short.
Run in the middle.
Yards on first down. Didn't get to the sticks.
Learning with Steve.
There on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get it down close. But not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
Okay, we got it.
He is in.
Let's go.
Touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go, Genty.
Great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their... The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season, and really they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the 4th quarter.
All right, we got that. Got the dub.
Well, this was not just the opener of a
I refuse to lose
season.
to my rival.
This was a division game.
I did lost a
here
game. I
in week
we should
one,
just.
and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division.
I try not to go
opponent
with
gives you a
the.
little
If you got
something
locked,
extra
just
heading forward for the
send
rest
it.
of the season.
But
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
all right.
So for the Raiders, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on
Second
the
tail of the
Texans.
tape, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick Mahomes.
Charles Davis and our entire crew.
Well, we both
I'm
threw
Brandon
300
Gaudin.
yards. I
You've been
only
watching
did.
the NFL
I did with it.
on EA
No
Sports.
interceptions. There's the longest 70. Oh, okay. 9 completions, 17 attempts. I did more efficient, so all right. I don't blame you, Texas boy, $88 sign. All right, we're back. See how Genty, okay. I ran like 2 touchdowns and 187. Power run. No fumbles, thank God. Patrick Mahomes, their lead runner. Pacheco's terrible. I had to run the ball with him, so I had 2 touchdowns. He had 10 receptions. That's because I spread the ball out. All right. So all right. Ball placement. This is my new thing now.
in here. MC in here. What's up, man? How you feeling, bro? Man, bro, I'm still trying to find 38 minutes to turn him when he gets deep. But, well, we good. No, what's coming out? He don't like those.
All right, we got to take care of Denver. It's time to take care of Denver. So
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Geno Smith. He's not afraid to throw it. Second in the NFL in touchdowns.
Yep.
It's the Raiders and the Broncos.
Yep,
Just ahead
I agree.
on
Jetsy's a beast.
As
Texas
the
boy,
sun starts to
$88
set,
sign.
how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the
What do you think? Like,
EA Sports.
I try to keep
Joined by
like
former NFL
I rather
quarterback
keep
up
Geno
in the
like
booth,
less
Mr.
attempts,
Brock
but
Huard.
still
I'm
doing
Jake
his thing.
Stotts, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to,
So-
but I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks.
Where Genty go,
Well,
everybody
we've got
goes.
a couple quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
You know, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today because the moment
On first down, they'll run. And that's
All right.
1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1. And now they're left with 3rd and 7. Smith to the air now. Smith got it away before the hit, but it doesn't
Smith.
matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Now the Raiders readying for the punts, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away.
Ah, damn.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. First and 10 now from the 30.
All right.
Hand off to the back. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
he'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Yeah.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable
okay.
third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They give it to him again. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down. Here's Smith. Brought in right side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Raiders first. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here.
Oh.
Arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. They go play action. Here's Smith. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation.
All right, we're going to keep pounding that ball.
First, with some room to spare.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in.
Let's just jump and go.
Up and over for the touchdown. The Raiders get it down to a single point.
All right, yeah, I don't want Russell Wilson on my team.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Right up the gut. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They'll run here on 1st down. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Oh, wow.
Here's the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
All right, let's go.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that.
I know I'm going.
Now, here's Smith. That one's caught along the left sideline. And
Yep,
he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
Yeah, open.
First down, Smith to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Smith. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers.
Okay, let's go, Brock Bowers. Let's go. Touchdown, Raiders. Let's go. Let's go.
The Raiders take a second
All right.
lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown.
I actually like this
You love seeing
placement,
a tight
new
end
placement
get a chance
thing.
to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of match.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. He throws a bullet to the center. Brought in inside the 20.
I need to score that touchdown. Let's go.
And touchdown. The Raiders take a 13-point lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He hands it off. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Going ground here. And they limit this to a minimal gain to around the 34. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves them with 3rd and 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Has it downfield, working the left.
All right.
Early results hold here today, partner. It would appear that this guy's in store for a busy game. They've already made it a priority going his way.
They always want to get a guy this talented the ball early, right? Just get him in confidence, get him in rhythm. But this game lines up well against this defense who right now has got no answers for his game.
Now a give running right. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
All right.
Trying the right side. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brandon Jones up for the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
All right.
There's the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They hand this one off. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders driving. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Pass is caught at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and goal at the 9.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside.
All right, let's go.
And for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with...
On first down, they'll run. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Back to the well again. Jukes out a one stop. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Hand off to the back. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was, just focused and executing the play in front of him.
And he runs into a wall there.
I melt that clock.
Ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. This time it's a passing play. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the give. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Clock game. Time to play the clock game, ladies and gentlemen.
3 quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game. First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, Smith. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, it's Smith. He puts some power on a deep one left. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And no chance at a return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Smith. Taking a deep shot here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job.
That seem right.
The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Smith. And it looks great flying.
I'm trying to test these.
Problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing off the play fake here. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the
The clock.
Smith on 1st down. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted actually, so 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake, he'll throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
That's caught for the 1st. And that one's going to move the chain.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Give now to the running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's the pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 46-yard line.
They give it to him again. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Another carry for him. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Broncos 36-yard line.
Toss to the right side. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and now they'll face 3rd and 11.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
On the comeback route. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Trying to milk that clock.
Most running backs are never lucky enough to even approach. This is now a 200-yard showing for him on the ground. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Handoff now, running right. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Oh, they'll try and run it in.
I read a score from here. Let's go. Touchdown, Rangers. Let's go. I'm a little nervous here.
Took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win it.
So put this in the win column for the Raiders.
All right, we got the win.
And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
Let's check technical tape. Bo Nix, 42. I had 2 interceptions because I was being goofy, but the highest I got is the longest 58. 45 completions. I threw less. That's so I've been more efficient. Genty 209. Damn, we pushed like Nick Chubb. Okay, that's average. Damn, I had 1 touch. Oh, everybody has 1 touchdown. So, all right. All right. This is